Hello and welcome to Today Matters. Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Pastor Kevin Pagano, and I have the honor of serving as the middle school pastor here at Skyline. Today I want to talk to you about spiritual breakthroughs. And to do that, I want to talk about elephants, specifically baby elephants. Elephants have always been a very useful animal for hauling, entertainment, and even as a weapon of war, but because of their size, they can be a big problem if they get unruly or out of control. Trainers have figured out throughout the centuries a surefire way to control elephants. And believe it or not, it's very simple. You see, starting when the elephant is a baby, the trainer will shackle the calf's leg to a rope or a chain and attach it to a stake and drive it deep into the ground. This setup is well suited to hold the baby's weight, and it will stop it from getting away. And the baby elephant will fight and fight against that chain, trying desperately to break free from it. But the stake is way too much for the baby elephant to pull out of the ground. The elephant will fight so much that it will actually develop an open wound on its leg from the shackle digging into its skin. Eventually, the elephant will be in so much pain from the wound that it will stop fighting. And it's at that moment that that elephant is trained for the rest of its life that it cannot pull that stake out of the ground. It'll never try to pull on that chain again. No matter how massive that elephant grows to be, all it will take to keep that elephant in one place is a dinky chain connected to a stake that is hardly hammered into the ground. Even when the elephant is big enough to snap a tree in half or to flip a truck over, it will always believe that it can't pull that stake out of the ground. It lives its whole life believing a lie that it can't break. We have the same habit in our lives of believing lies about ourselves when it comes to what we think we are capable of spiritually. We often sell ourselves short, believe that we aren't up to the task of growing spiritually. Maybe we tried and it didn't work out, so we gave up trying long ago. One of our core values here at Skyline is discipleship, meaning growing people change. God's desire for your life is that you grow spiritually, that you take the next step of faith. While the God we serve is for us and wants us to grow, we have enemies that are against us. They're at war with us. The big enemy is Satan. He wants us to fall for the lie that the failures of our past will always be the same. When we believe the lie that we can't grow, that's called the stronghold, and it's a barrier or a chain around our leg that keeps us from growing. I want to share with you a scripture that talks about this war. 2 Corinthians 10:4-5 says, "We use God's mighty weapons, not worldly weapons, to knock down the strongholds of human reasoning and destroy false arguments. We destroy every proud obstacle that keeps people from knowing God. We capture their rebellious thoughts and teach them to obey Christ." That verse tells us, as believers, we have power to break strongholds in our life. What is your next step of faith? What is the lie that you're believing about yourself that is keeping you from getting there? Today, I want to encourage you to be bold and believe that God has a purpose for your life and that His desire is that you become more and more like His Son, Jesus. Listening to this devotional every day is a great start, but what else might God be calling you to do? It could be joining a small group. It could be taking one of the great step classes here at Skyline. Whatever it is, know that we as a church are behind you. We believe that with God, all things are possible. You can, with God's help, stop believing the lie that you can't change, break the stronghold in your life, and move into the life that God has for you. Thanks for watching. Be blessed.